What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brawl Wager. Well, if you'd like to stay up to date with boxing news, please hit that subscribe button. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. So last night, Tank Davis scored a unanimous decision over Issac Pitbull Cruz in a very good fight, entertaining fight, a close fight. So the way I saw this fight going is, I saw a lot more boxing from Tank than I'm used to seeing in the past. And I'm also used to seeing him to lose his composure a little bit when he gets offensive and usually wins the exchanges but gets touched up in the process. And he didn't do that this fight. This fight, he was downloading the information as far as in the earlier rounds when he was fighting Issac Cruz. But he was boxing in some of them, and he won some of those early rounds as opposed to in the Mario Barrios fight where he was kind of downloading the information, kind of boxing, moving around, but was losing those rounds. Not in this fight. In this fight, he was actually winning some, losing some in the early rounds. Then, somewhere around the 7th round, that's when the tides change. And he won, in my scorecard, he won the 3 rounds in a row. He won the 7th and 8th and 9th. And he really looked like he was taking control of the fight. But Issac Cruz, a tough fighter, kept coming forward. Had really good defense with, just literally keeping his hands up every now and then, using his head movement. I was really, I really liked what Issac Cruz's game plan. He came with a good game plan that was to go to the body, try to tire the guy out, and possibly get him late in the fight. So, he actually hurt Tank at one point. At one point, I saw him land a hard, right hook to the body, and Tank kind of, winced a little. It wasn't like, he wasn't like, oh my God, all hurt, holding his stomach. That he wasn't doing that, but he did wince a little, and that shows me that, all right, those body shots are getting to Tank, and he is feeling it. Because at some point, I was like, all right, he's landing these body shots, but Tank doesn't seem to be slowing down, and he hasn't got dropped by a body shot. So how hard is he hitting the body? Once I saw him wince, I was like, okay, the body work is doing something. So Issac Cruz came, he fought a clean fight, didn't do no headbutts, no low blows, no elbows. So I have nothing bad to say about Issac Cruz. If you guys saw my prediction video, I was very upset about how he treated Francisco Vargas and how dirty he fought in that fight. But in this fight, he fought a clean fight. And yeah, he gave it his all. And on my personal scorecard, Tank Davis needed to win that 12th round in order to get the win. On my personal scorecard, and 2 of the judges scored it, had it like that. Had he lost that last round, it would have been a draw on my scorecard, and it would have been on draw on 2 of the judges' scorecards. So let's remember this. He needed that 12th round, and he hurt his hand. He said he hurt his hand in the 6th round, which I don't see how that happened because he was fighting really good in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. I predict that he probably hurt his hand around the 10th, 11th. And that last round, man, he just performed beautifully. It was such a clutch performance to win that last round so clear that nobody on earth could take that round away from you. He did it with one hand, just with a jab, just with his right hook, moving and boxing and sticking. He really showed his boxing IQ. He really showed he could also perform in moments. He can step up when push comes to shove. When he's pushed against a corner, he knows how to step up and get out of there and fight his way out. Whether that be, through violence or boxing, which is what he did in the 12th round. He boxed a beautiful fight and won that round clearly, which secured him the win. We have to give him credit for such a clutch performance. Issac Cruz is not a bum. Issac Cruz was ranked number 9 in the Ring magazine, the Bible of boxing. When you're ranked number 9 in the Bible of boxing, that means you're a top 10 lightweight. So Tank just fought a top 10 lightweight. Yes, it was a close fight, but the guy was a top 10 lightweight. Let's take that into account. You get what I'm saying? And again, he beat him. On my scorecard, I had it 115, 113. Whether you win by inch or you win by a mile, you still won. Everybody wants to see knockout, knockout, knockout. This is the second guy to go decision with Tank. Let's relax. You know what I'm saying? This guy was a tough Mexican, too. Mexican dudes are known for having good chins. Also, he had good defense. He wasn't really getting touched up clean, a lot of those uppercuts, he was either rolling with it a little bit or would catch his glove a little bit, then hit his face, or it was hit his chest more, or it would hit his neck. So he was very crafty in terms of moving his head and keeping his hands up, not getting hit flush with Tank's power. So I wouldn't doubt Tank's power after this. I just think Cruz is a top 10 lightweight for a reason. And he showed his mettle. He showed he's a good fighter. And I would love to see Cruz fight again. I would love to see him fight Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz just lost to Devin Haney. This Isaac Cruz just lost to Tank Davis. Why not put them in the ring together? That I feel like that's a fight that would sell. That's a fight, Mexican American versus a Mexican. Good LA fight. Again, that's a good Los Angeles fight right there. But overall, I like the fight. The undercards were good. So if you guys actually paid for the fight, you know, you got good quality on the undercard as well. It wasn't like one of those top rank pay-per-views where it's just you just flicking through, you know, like, all right, let me go grab a beer while this fight is going. This isn't one of those fights. They had Sergey Derevyanchenko versus Carlos Adames, which was an entertaining fight. The Mariaga versus Ramirez fight was entertaining. The Fundora Garcia fight, it was okay, but you know, that's a story for another day. I got to make a whole separate video for the undercard. But for the main event, I think Tank had a good performance, specifically for turning up in that last round and showing his beautiful skills, showing his speed, showing his power, showing his boxing IQ in that last round. Lets me know that he's a special fighter. But all right, guys, let me know what you guys think of the fight in the comments section. Also, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I go live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I do live call-ins. I allow people to call in and give me their opinion. Please do. Please show up and call in every now and then. But yeah, that's my video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, peace.